What it do? Y'all know who it is. It's your boy Bizzle. Um, First of all, I'd like to take time out to say thank you to everybody that watched the last video, all the new subscribers, all the likes and everything like that. I wasn't even doing it for that, but I do appreciate it and everything like that. Like I said, I don't do this for subscribes and for likes and everything. I'm just putting people up on game and so forth like that, and letting people know my wisdom and my knowledge. All right. With that being said, thank you for the good comments, the good encouragement, and so forth like that. I appreciate it. Shout out to the people in Chicago that send love to me and so forth like that. What up? How y'all doing? People that were sending love and so forth like that. Appreciate it. Love you too. Let's get into it though. I'm gonna start off with talking about. Actually, I'm gonna go into some people asked me a few comments and was in the comments was asking me a few questions and stuff, and I get into that and so forth. But I'm gonna try to get through this as fast as possible. I don't want to hold too much of y'all time. Plus, I want to get to something that I want y'all to help me out with. It's a personal issue. All right. First of all, I'm gonna start off with the Denver shooting. It was a Denver shooting at the high school and so forth like that. The school was Steam School Highland Ranch, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's how you say it. It was one kid ended up dying. 7 people was injured. 2 people are in custody. If I'm not mistaken, one of the other gunmen, I believe, is dead. I think it was 3 of them all together, if I'm not mistaken, and one of them was a girl, if I'm not mistaken. But I send my condolences to the young man that rushed him and everything, and he saved a lot of lives. Unfortunately, he was killed in the process. Um, you did a very brave thing. He did a very, very brave thing, and I send my condolences to him and his family. May he rest in peace. Um, and speaking of Denver, Denver also legalized mushrooms, hallucinogenic mushrooms. Um, I don't know how y'all feel about that, but let me know how y'all feel in the comments. I guess I don't know how to feel about that. That's kind of weird. Like you getting people hallucinogenic, saying it's cool for them to pop mushrooms. I don't think that was a good move for that state. You know what I'm saying? And then now they got the shooting in the state too. They're looking kind of bad. The next thing I want to get into is the kidnapping. It was a 4-year-old girl kidnapped in North Houston. Her name was Malie Davis. I hope I'm saying that right. The spelling of it is Maleah Davis. Once again, she was kidnapped in North Houston. She was on her way to the airport with her dad. She was 4 years old. So if you know anything about that, please contact the authorities. They will greatly be appreciated. I mean, think about it if it was somebody in your family, you know what I'm saying, or one of your cousins and so forth. It was another kidnapping attempt to kidnap up here in Washington, where a 2-year-old was getting kidnapped, and his older sister came running after the guy. Actually, she was only 8 years old, screaming and yelling, saying, "That's not my dad." Then the other little brother, the older brother that was 10 years old, he also came running after him, saying, yelling and screaming and so forth like that. Kudos to them kids, because now their little brother is at home with their family, because somebody heard it. 2 guys heard it, and they ran over and got to chasing the guy, and the guy ended up running off and shit. So kudos to them. Unfortunately, he got away, but a little boy is at home, safe and sound. You dig what I'm saying? So that's a good thing. With that being said, teach your kids, man, you know, to pay attention, and make sure that they understand that they're not going to get in trouble if their little brother, something happened to their little brother. They got to know that they can come to you confidently and react to it, because a lot of times kids think that, oh man, something happened, I'm gonna get in trouble and so forth, so they won't react as much, because they're thinking about being in trouble. So you want to get that out of their mind and so forth like that, and let them know, kick, fight, scream, bite, whatever you got to do to get away. Make sure your kids is on point on top of that, and then you yourself, make sure you pay attention to your kids. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of times, we be out and so forth, and we be so caught up of being out and in public and stuff, and we may get distracted, but always keep in mind that you're shorty right there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying go to the point of extension where you wrapping ropes around your kids and everything like that, and you walk around with them, with that. And I ain't saying all that, but just be on top of your kids. Make sure they know, what I'm saying, what to do. And just speaking of kids, our society now and our kids are growing up misguided. You know what I'm saying? And they're being guided by television. And so what they're doing is they're going out here and they're trying to live that television life. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't that life that they want. You know what I'm saying? And now they're trying to uphold this and trying to live in this image when it ain't even about all of that. You dig what I'm saying? So make sure you on top of your kids. Let your kids know, that ain't about it. Books. Get into books. Get into reading. You know what I'm saying? Get into your school. Do your schoolwork. You know what I'm saying? Because later on, it's gonna be real hard. You know what I'm saying? I try to install that to my kids now. But you know what I'm saying? Forget your friends at school and everything like that. Like focus on getting your work done. Focus on, trying to get your grades up and so forth like that. So you can be better. And if they really your friends, then they're gonna be doing the same thing anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I tell my kids, birds of the feather flock together. Be around kids that's doing their work. Don't talk to the kid that's always been the class clown and always getting in trouble. Be cool with that kid that's over there that's quiet, that's doing his work all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because that's gonna be the next president. You dig what I'm saying? So with that being said, you know what I'm saying, like I said, I'm not trying to take too much of y'all time, so I just want to move on to the next thing. But think about your kids. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, she's 4 years old. North Houston, Malia Davis. They was last seen on her way to the airport with her dad. So if you hear anything, like I said, contact the authorities and so forth like that. Next thing is the Nipsey Hussle thing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people have different agreements. You know what I'm saying? There's so many different newses out there and so forth like that. Everybody's saying different things and so forth. It was a hex. It was fake. He didn't die. It was this. It was that. You dig what I'm saying? So when you researching things and so forth like that, next person can't get mad at you for what you're researching and getting in, because if you think about it, history itself is a lie. You know what I'm saying? They tell us this and tell us that, then find out later on that it didn't even happen like that. You know what I'm saying? So, history itself is a lie. So don't get mad at the next person for what information they was given. They only can tell you what information they receive in. You dig what I'm saying? You're only as smart as the knowledge you receive. You dig what I'm saying? So, don't bash a person for it because your agreement is different from his, or he took in something different. Y'all can read the exact same thing, but for y'all to get two different opinions on it. You know what I'm saying? That's the unique thing about life. That's the unique thing about being a human being, that we don't all think alike. If we all thought alike, then life would be all fucked up. You know what I'm saying? We'd all be doing the same thing. It'd be like robots. You know what I'm saying? But instead, you know what I'm saying, we all think different. That's why things are steady being created, because people think different. You dig what I'm saying? And be one of them people that's being creative and thinking different. You know what I'm saying? They was talking about how, the police didn't give a fuck about him, doing this and doing that for the community. Like, that man was about to do a lot of good things, you know what I'm saying? Which means they was going to take a lot of money out of people's pockets. Like, he was going against a lot of stuff. You don't get what I'm saying. Like, for instance, like, all right, so he did his own music and everything like that. He was on in his own rights and everything like that. He was putting niggas up on that, like putting people up on game. Like, fuck going to the record producers and record companies and so forth, letting them sign you. You know what I'm saying? Take your money and put it in. You know what I'm saying? And then have them just back you up if anything. You dig what I'm saying? So like that right there. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the Crips and Bloods thing. You know what I'm saying? You get Crips and Bloods together, that mean ain't gonna be no violence out there. Ain't gonna be no drive-bys and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Which means people go lose money. Yeah, it may sound fucked up, like how's people losing money, from shooting and drive-bys and so forth like that, because guns is not being bought, ammunition is not being bought. You dig what I'm saying? The niggas are not going to jail, so the jails are not filling up. You dig what I'm saying? That's money. The niggas get money for that. You think that's not a business? You know what I'm saying? Keeping people locked down is a business. This is not, oh man, we don't really want to lock them up and everything like that. Like, come on now. You know what I'm saying? Like example, I'm not trying to bring my life into, to this, but nigga, I got sent to prison for getting into an argument with my girl over my shit. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I had a white girl and me and her got in an argument. I tell her to leave and we get in an argument. Police come lock me up. My PO revocate me 18 months. I'm gone. 18 months in prison. All because I got in an argument because I was right. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker cheated on me and I told a motherfucker to move around. Like, that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, the system is made to pull a motherfucker down and keep holding a motherfucker down. And it's for you to build yourself up and get up out of that shit. You dig what I'm saying? So for you to say, oh, they didn't give a fuck about that shit, like the man took and brought people that was getting out of jail and was giving them jobs. You dig what I'm saying? So that means they not out there hustling no more. They not out there doing bullshit no more. You know what I'm saying? They're actually getting themselves together. So for you to say that they didn't give a fuck about that, they gave some fuck about it because they kept fucking with them. You know what I'm saying? They told the owner of the building over there that they had to go. And what the owner turned around to do, he turned around and was like, instead of me telling y'all to go, how about I just sell it to y'all? You dig what I'm saying? Now they own this over here. Now you can't tell them to leave. You dig what I'm saying? Now I'm hearing that he was going to build a building, a big high rise and everything, and his store was gonna be at the bottom, like the forefront of the building. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of that's a lot being taken away from the next person. You dig what I'm saying? Whether if you want to say it's the government, Illuminati, whatever you want to call it. You dig what I'm saying? It's the higher ups. You dig what I'm saying? And that's what I mean. So, with all that, dissing and talking shit and everything like that, like, these are my opinions. You dig what I'm saying? And these are my facts. You know what I'm saying? This is what I research. You dig what I'm saying? But at the same time, don't come at me and be like, oh man, you researching some bullshit. You reading fake media, fake news and so forth like that. Like, where do you get your information from then? Where do you get your information from that's so perfect that my information is so fucked up? You dig what I'm saying? Like, I saw the same video y'all saw. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm seeing videos with different shit. Like I seen a video the other day that showed a dude on the roof. Like, when I seen the first video, I didn't see no dude on the roof. You know what I'm saying? They trying to say that they had detectives was across the street watching, feds was across the street watching the whole thing. Like, I don't know if this happened, but I'm seeing videos of this shit. You know what I'm saying? People trying to prove and showing videos saying this shit really happened. So what do you expect a person to think? You dig what I'm saying? So like somebody said, the government don't care about uh, 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 once gang member turned activist to open a plaza to save LA. That's not gonna fix LA. That's a start. It's a start. It's a process. Everything is a process. Nothing happens overnight. It's a process. You dig what I'm saying? Just like with slavery, you know what I'm saying? Just like, with Christians, with the Bible, you know what I'm saying? With Jesus, like, we can go on and on and on, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not dissing nobody. I'm not dissing none of y'all or anything like that. I'm not saying anything was wrong, anything like that. So don't even start that debate. I don't want to get into the religious debate. I'm just using that as an example. You know what I'm saying? Our history is what they give us. You know what I'm saying? So you can go on YouTube, you can go on Google right now and says, what is Christmas? It's going to come up and says it's Jesus' birthday. Then you can go on Google and say, when is Jesus' birthday? I mean, when was Jesus born? And then it's going to say, it don't know, it's between 1 or 2 and 4 AD. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. Like, history is only giving us what we get. History gives us, you know what I'm saying, and it's bullshit. All of it, most of it is bullshit. It's been worse, been twisted up. Its story's been twisted up and so forth like that. Everybody got this to say, everybody got that to say, but the people that was there, their story's even fucked up. Cowboy said, he made a statement and said, on a statement I seen, he doing an interview, he was like, I was out there talking to him, and I was trying to do everything you seen you see in movies. What? If that don't sound like a bunch of bullshit, what? You know what I'm saying? And then he was sitting over there, and I saw him in a cut. You know what I'm saying? And the cop was talking. The cop was walking past, and he was standing over there like this, like, things, signs like that, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like with the one eye Illuminati and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Makes a person raise their eyebrow. You know what I'm saying? Make you raise out like, damn, what the fuck was that going on? You know what I'm saying? So, like, don't hate a person for what they taking and receiving, because these things are put in our face. You know what I'm saying? And then when we sit here and we go and we say, okay, let me research this. All right, boom. Okay. Oh, snap. Damn. Is this true? Damn, I just researched that and it said this. Oh, damn, I just researched this and it said that. You know what I'm saying? Now you believe it's true. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, y'all, I appreciate everybody for watching the videos and everything like that. But that's pretty much what I'm gonna say about Nipsey Hussle, man. It was a bunch of bullshit. It's a lot to it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's the meaning behind it and everything like that. Yeah, they still had the meeting and everything like that, but it's real flaky. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully good comes about this and everything like that, because I'm gonna try to keep the movement going and stay positive and so forth like that. And hopefully you do your part too. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't about working for the white man. Like a lot of people say, man, I'm tired of working for the white man. It ain't just about working for the white man. It's about having your own. You dig what I'm saying? And helping your own. You know, you got Arabs just got gas stations in the black neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? When it should be a black person owning that. You know what I'm saying? In the black neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? You got the Koreans got the hair. You know what I'm saying? And the beauty supplies. You know what I'm saying? But who's the number one customers? Black people. So black people should be owning that. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to take and say that you shouldn't own nothing at all. But what I'm saying is black people, we need to come together. You know what I'm saying? We need to come together as one. You dig what I'm saying? And in order for us to come together as one, we got to stop trying to shit on the next person, try to stop trying to climb over the next person. You dig what I'm saying? Just because he's riding a car better than yours, don't hate on him because his car look better than yours. You dig what I'm saying? Just because he's doing this better than you, his house is nicer than yours, don't hate on him. Try to figure out what he's doing to get that, so you can get that. You dig what I'm saying? Instead of trying to hate on a man, try to build up the man and try to come a partner with the man so you can make something happen. You dig what I'm saying? So like I said, I appreciate everybody just been listening to the videos and watching the videos, all our subscribers. Last but not least, I want to talk to y'all about something personal. All right. My pops got killed December 31st of last year, coming into this year. He was murdered in his own home, no forced entry, anything like that. I'm gonna put the link in the comments below so you can get the kind of the story of it, what the news was able to give. But I can't say too much because it's still an ongoing investigation. But if anybody know anything about it, it happened March 31st in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, on 40th and Good Hope. His name was Anthony Lee. It was a good dude. That was my dad. You know what I'm saying? It was like I said, no forced interest. His on and off girlfriend. The police talked to her. She don't know what happened and so forth like that. It is what it is. Like I said, if you know anything, it's $1,000 reward out. It ain't much, but it's what we can come up with. Crime Stoppers, you can call Crime Stoppers out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. If you got any information on it, I really appreciate it. Like I said, my pops didn't deserve that. So I feel I feel a lot of anger towards a lot of people, but that's not going to solve the problem. And that's one thing he taught me. You got to be smart about this shit. You dig what I'm saying? You got to better yourself. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, I appreciate everybody that's listening to the videos. I appreciate everybody that if you do make a comment, appreciate the comments, appreciate the likes and everything. I'm not trying to do it for the likes. I'm trying to do it just to put people up on game. And if you can help me out with this right here, you dig what I'm saying? I miss my dad. I want to kind of have some closure to this and so forth like that, but you can't have closure if the killer's still out there running around in the streets. You dig what I'm saying? So if you know anything about it, like I said, it happened on 40th and Good Hope in Milwaukee, Wisconsin on December the 31st. You know what I'm saying? He was no forced entry, anything like that, and it is what it is. So holla at y'all. Appreciate everybody. Peace out. Love.